Hello again in this installment of Spiritual Wisdom. I'm grateful to all of you who follow me here and of this little community here on YouTube. And if you're new here, my name is Nicholas, and on my channel I talk about witchcraft, Wicca, paganism, self-love, and all matter of philosophical and spiritual topics. So if you like those types of things, please subscribe, join this amazing community, click the bell icon so you'll be notified each time I post a new video. And now that you've been here before, if you've been here before, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. And if you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, please leave them down below. Today I'm going to talk about look at your inner circle. So right now on the channel I feel a lot about, if you're really inspired to talk about boundaries, and really feel inspired about boundaries, protecting your energy, and looking at your inner circle. So in witchcraft you get a magical circle, and in a lot of like occult type of practices you get a magical circle, which is a circle of protection. Now there's nothing wrong with a magical circle of protection because it does do its job, it does protect you. But in our lives, in our human lives, and as witches, you know, in Harry Potter they've got the word like muggle, but essentially like as witches it's like you've got your witchcraft life or your magical life, and then you've got your sort of muggle life as well, your everyday life. So it's like a balance between the magical and then the sort of muggle everyday life as well. But we've all got an inner circle. Your inner circle is made up of your family, but also you can't choose your family, you just have your family dynamic. And then you have, you can choose your friends, you can choose your lovers, right? You can choose them. But sometimes in life, the family you're not born into is not a healthy family, it's not a good family unit, where it doesn't give you the love, the support you need. Sometimes you may choose friends, but you've chose poorly. You've chose really poorly. You've chose friends that are not good for you. You've chose and you've chose lovers that are not really good for you. But again, when it comes to romantic relationships, it's not just that person's fault. It's also there'll be something wrong you done in the relationship as well. But I'll talk about that in another topic as well. But mainly, essentially, in your inner circle, it's the people around you, okay? The people that give you advice, the people that give you guidance and support, okay? But if everyone in your inner circle is toxic or negative, then it's not very protective. You know, it's not very protective. So that's why it's so important to make you look at your inner circle. Everyone in your family unit, can you trust them? Do you have a good connection with them? Do you have that? Do you feel in your heart, your soul, your gut, your intuition will never lie or deceive you? Do you feel everyone in your family unit has got your back, but you can trust them? Do you feel the friends you've got? Do you feel they've got your back? Do you feel you can trust them? It's the same with your partner. Like, do you feel in your heart, your soul, your intuition, do you feel you can trust your partner with your life? Now with your inner circle, this is the people around you, the people that matter to you in your life. And you should be able to trust these people. Okay, you should be able to trust them. But sadly, when it comes to your inner circle, there might be two people in that circle. There might be one person, there might be two people in that circle what you can trust. If you're lucky, you might be able to trust everyone in your family unit. It's just your friends and maybe your partner you can't trust. But again, as I spoke about cutting ties with people, and even though that is a ritual, it's a spell, cord cutting, psychically and spiritually, in your circle, you could be like a stick. And on that stick, you've got like, with your family, you've got a tie with your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister. You've got a tie, it's you, and you've got a connection with them, a tie with them. Then who your friends are, you've got a connection with them, a tie with them. If you've got a partner, you've got a connection, a tie with them. And it's like a circle around you where you're in the middle, but you've got you've sort of got all these chains. You've got all these, you're tied to that person. And even if that person's far away from you, you're still tied to them. Because psychic ties are about energy. So it's like your energy and that person's energy are connected. When you think of a circle though, it's all round. So you need to actually look at your inner circle, because sometimes your enemies in life can be right in front of you. They can be closer to home. Your enemies could be closer to home. They could be hidden enemies in your life. People that don't want you to succeed. People that don't want you to do well. People that are jealous and envious of you. And sadly, that could be your own family. Sadly, that could be the friends you've made. People you thought you could trust. People you thought you had your back. But they were no friend of yours. It could even be the person that was the love of your life, but you loved them, but they didn't love you. And that's why it's so important to look at your inner circle and to go intuitively to ask yourself that question. Can you really trust everyone who's around you, everyone in your life? You know, and that's what letting go is. It's understanding that even if they're family, even if they're friends, that relationship you have with them is toxic and negative. And a circle is protective. That's why you've got to look at your circle of friends, your circle of family. But it can't be protective if the people who make that circle up are toxic and negative. That's why you only want good and positive people that have got your back around you in your life. And people that are not good for you, people that are toxic, you've got to be aware whether toxic, negative, they're not good for you, and you've got to cut them out of your life and take them out of your circle because they're not good for you. And that's why it's so important to look at your inner circle, because a circle is protective. It has no beginning, no end. And we've all got an inner circle, and that's people we've let into our heart. That's people like our family, people we think are our friends or our love, our partner. But there'll always be, but we need to look at our circle. Can we really trust everyone in it? And if there's anyone in our circle that's not trustworthy, who's not good for us, we've got to remove them. Because ultimately, part of self-love is protecting your energy, protecting yourself. Because if you had a child, you wouldn't let your child eat anything that was poisonous or toxic. Knowingly, you wouldn't put your child in harm's way. And you wouldn't want your child to be hanging about with toxic and negative people. So, it's doing the same for yourself. It's making sure you're protected and there's no one toxic or negative in your life what's around you what means you harm, and making sure that everyone in your circle is trustworthy, where you can protect, that they're going to protect you and they've got your back, and you feel in your gut, you feel intuitively you can trust everyone in your circle with your life. That's what you want to feel. You don't want to look at your inner circle and go, I can't trust this person, that person, because that's spirit. That's your inner body saying you can't trust these people, and you cut them out of your inner circle. As always, giving you a message, giving you the sage, giving you the wisdom, the knowledge. And to me, it's not about giving fear, because it is scary to know. It's scary to know what you've got a circle around you in life. It's scary to know you've got a circle in your life of people where you can't trust. And it's heartbreaking because you thought you could trust them, but unfortunately, you can't trust them. And that is heartbreaking. That's why you need to heal your heart and make sure you let go of the people that are not good for you and only keep the people that are right and good for you. Until next time, as always, giving you the sage, the knowledge. Until next time, stay safe, stay wise, stay magical and witchy. Blessed be.